So, in excitement for Unto's coming out next year, which unfortunately ended up getting delayed, there was an announcement a couple weeks ago, I think. I figured why not sit down and replay what is, on some days, my favorite frictional game. You know, it's kind of a toss-up. It's a mix between The Dark Descent, The Bunker, and Soma. And I like them all very much for different reasons, and I guess depending on the mood, they're just sort of interchangeable for being my favorite frictional game. But I love The Dark Descent. I have a massive nostalgic attachment to it. I think it's kind of obvious by how much I've sort of cherished the Let's Play indie horror game era of YouTube and some of the previous videos I've done. But you know, even beyond that, I just think it's a really neat game. You might see stuff a little bit differently. You can see the title menu is very different. That's because I'm playing a remastered mod, which I had downloaded for a couple years, but I just never bothered to install it. So I figured, you know, it's as good as time as any.
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
Yeah, feels pretty good to be back. I feel like there's not very many games where I would be comfortable with saying that they're like home. But I remember so many of the layouts and the sounds and even the textures of Castle Brandenburg. Man, that was pretty good. Like I said, I haven't played this with the remastered mod. Something that kind of blew my mind back then was, you know, not just clicking on a door to open it, but holding down a mouse and physically dragging it and feeling the weight, the physical weight of the object. That kind of blew my mind a little bit back when I was a babby Nick. It added quite a lot. You know, the game just sort of thrives on immersion. Because let's be honest, there's not much to it. Like, yeah, you have your little inventory and stuff, but it adds a lot of it to the immersion, and especially when you're being chased by like a grunt or a brute, having to close doors behind you. Man, that is shiny. Is it like a marble texture? I guess it is. Just feels weird seeing it in the game, because on the back of my mind, I know it's not supposed to look like this. Like, that's how used to the old textures I am. Took a little bit to load in. I do remember, wasn't there a way to like stack all the objects in this map and get up and look through that hole, and there's like a dev message of like you're not supposed to be here or something like that? There's like a cute little Easter egg up there. Oh yeah, it's just I think that's just a Swedish hello. That's what it was.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
Yeah, that's still a pretty cool setup.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
Yeah, you should get used to those flashbangs. They do that as a widescreen wipe every single time. But yeah, here's the bio slime goop. It's kind of a weird game to look back on. You know, there's so much in terms of legacy that it's left behind, but it's not even like in terms of the story or the characters or the setup or the setting. Like, do people remember the Inner Sanctum? Do people remember Agrippa? Brennenburg? Do they remember the Morgue? Which is still my favorite, like, area in this game. No, they remember fucking Stefano. And Barrows and whatever else. Man, that was good.
Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Okay, I wanted to demonstrate the physic object breaking, but that's one way to do it. Yeah, that one keeps throwing me off every time I hear it, because it's a it's a brute, and the brute shows up like in the morgue. That's like the second half of the game, so I don't know why it plays the brute.
I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
So that's the twist of the game. It's actually a Lovecraftian horror tale. Bad job on not breakable by hand. Well, surely this will do the job. It's a strong helmet. Yeah, that's the very first monster encounter with the grunt. Yeah, this is the place where a lot of pants changed color for the first time back when people were playing this on Let's Play era YouTube.
Where did the Baron go?
Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
This is the little Markiplier bit from back in the day. Pick up the laudanum. And then a grunt shows up. Oh yeah, my sanity is pretty bad. So I forgot to mention there's a sanity mechanic in this. And this is the worst state it can be in. Screen gets all blurry, you can see the polygons are being warped and stuff. If you lose enough sanity, you can start hallucinating encounters, like monster encounters and stuff. But I was too good to have like super low sanity for most of my playthrough, because I know my way around. This is my game. So I don't remember much of the the hallucinations you can have. And people gotta stop eating sunflower seeds in my ears.
What's happening? Oh, feels like my chest is going to burst.
My God! Wilhelm, do something!
Accept it. We're not getting out of here alive.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
And that's how the grunts came to be. Here's the laboratory. And I remember on one playthrough that was so loud it was actually like clipping my output. So I don't know if they patched it or if I was playing on some goofy setup, but that's my core memory of that little like scripted event. That's it. It is filled with acid and I keep running out of oil. Should probably manage my lantern usage a bit better. Stairs have collapsed, find a way to climb back up. Well, thankfully, just do this. It does that Eurojank snap. And that's it. Yeah, you can see it pulsating and stuff. It's a pretty cool visual. Security acid. So refinery. And that's it. Okay. Essential pants shitting level or area in this game, number 2. I remember quite a lot of moments. Quite a lot of bits came out from this area.
I've taken it upon myself to piece the orb back together, but it's been more difficult than one might think. The pieces are behaving strangely. They seem to change color, shape, and texture, but ever so slightly. Yesterday, I took careful measurements and notated any significant markings. Today, I confirmed my suspicions.
Yeah, I haven't seen you in a little while, friend. Little invisible orb friend. I think the character model for that little thing is literally just an orb. Can I make the cross? Not quite. Yeah, that's what I meant with the doors, adding quite a bit of tension to the chases. Because you have to factor in the weightiness. It's one of my favorite hubs. Probably the best hub area in the game. It's still just a really cool hub, to me at least. It's very Resident Evil 1 remake.
You have an ascending room. Will it take us to the inner sanctum?
It will definitely take care of the vertical part of our journey. So, you have ridden an elevator before?
Yes, the Colosseum at Regent's Park has one. It takes you to the gallery where you can view the panorama.
Good. This ride might be a little longer, and in the other direction.
If I take like one extra step. If I take one extra step. There we go. Yeah, you gotta hide for this one. Okay, that's it. Really good lighting, and I'm just gushing over how good this game looks, even if it's with a mod. It's a game from 2010, but it still looks really good. And there he is. So I know if you have a low sanity, his face gets all droopy and distorted, and it does look like a little bit unnerving. And it's a bit of a personal theory, but I do think that the distorted portrait is kind of what Layers of Fear might have been going for. And that game revolved around that sort of look. But my god, Amnesia just solos it so well. I really don't like Layers of Fear. Let's actually try not to fall off here. It's those little rods. Machine part made out of wood and metal. I'm not like an engineer, scientist, elevator rocket machine scientist, but is that like a real thing? Like shoving sticks of wood and metal. The darkness in the storage feels strange and unnatural. It's like the only time that is ever said throughout the entire game, and pretty good foreshadowing. Oh, shouldn't have done that. Okay. I'm edging the chase. I'm thinking 20 steps ahead. Dude. More like he's edging my patience. What if I do this?
Please, let me go. I won't tell anyone, I swear. I just want to go home. No! Get away from me! Leave me alone!
Yeah, shit's gonna start getting real in a little bit. Go! I'm embarrassed to say I died a couple times to that. You're like, surely the monster is gone. Nothing else could come of it. Oh, fuck. Why did the chase scene die? Is he... Okay, okay. Oh my god, I did not expect that. Really? Oh, okay. I didn't expect that. You are super close. My god, I did not expect that. Just look at the lights. Don't think about him. Should we get into a chase at least once? It's gonna happen later, but there we go. Come on. Let's get a rush of blood here. Oh my fucking god. I forgot there was a second one. Holy shit. That scared the shit out of me. Can I make it? Come on. Nope. Ah, that was so close. Oh, fuck me. I've played this game so many times. I've played so many custom stories. That still scared the shit out of me. Do I just go around you? There we go. Oh, go, go, go. Okay, that will do. That will do. I don't think I'll get to use this all too often, so might as well use some laudanum. Cycle or Trinity. Yeah, I'm not a rocket elevator machinery scientist engineer. I don't think this makes sense. But whatever. It's a Eurojank adventure game. Let's get the ascending room ascending. There we go. And that should be it for the backhaul hub. Okay, so something that happened last night was, I think the remastered mod broke some scripting for this elevator sequence. And that was a little awkward, so I had to uninstall it. And it's a little jarring. Not only did I have to uninstall the mod, I also had to replay all my progress from last night, because I think the mod has its own separate save file. So that sucked, but I could speedrun it fairly quickly, so it's not a huge of an issue.
Come this way.
What was that?
Forgive me, I should have warned you. One of my responsibilities as a baron is that of a prison warden. This is where criminals are locked up.
Like a dungeon?
Very much so. Come, don't linger.
Yeah, the prison. It's one of my favorite areas. Yeah, wasn't there like a proper brute introduction? I think it was here. Man, you're the coolest monster. Yeah, this area might take a little while. I just have a bad habit of getting lost in it. Boog.
Where is she? Where did she go?
No, I won't tell. I'll never tell you.
You're just making things worse. Look, this is no place for a young girl all by herself. She could be hurt or worse. There's no telling what horrors await down there.
First half of the prison is not that bad, but the second one is just a maze. And I never quite learned the layout of that place. Man, I love the Brute. What a cool enemy. It's probably why the morgue is my favorite area in the game. It's because it has the actual, like, proper introduction to the Brute. Spoilers.
Is he safe? Well, it's for his own good.
Okay, pants shitting moment number whatever. Oh, monster! I gotta hide. Oh!
He escaped? Where is he now?
How did bro not spot me? Some good meat sounds. No? Oh, he's thinking about it. Cistern entrance. Yeah, that's it. Nice. That was supposed to be a scripted chase, but... Alright. Yeah. No, 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 you can keep going, it's fine. Yeah, it's weird. I don't think it sees me through the grates on the door. But here's your good look at the grunt.
So you use the drain sewers as a means of transport?
Yes, they were built to divert water from an underground spring and are quite spacious. It seemed only natural to incorporate it into the overall structure.
But we won't be using it.
Not today. The flow is seasonal, and when the spring runs dry, the damp tunnels produce a rather poisonous type of fungi. There is an antidote, of course, but we won't be bothering with it today. Come, this way instead. We're almost there.
That's it. So, the way to progress was down here, but it's flooded, and there's like a poisonous, like, fungi virus thing. This is how you hop up over the ladders.
Daniel? Is that you? What are you doing?
Okay. I think I needed like a rock, just in case. Just to keep me company upstairs. Hop, hop, hop. And then pull this. Oh no! It's stuck. The bridge is stuck and we'll need a push to dislodge. Oh, I thought I had... Alright, favorite room in the game. Favorite room in the game, let's go.
Do you see, Daniel? It has yielded.
What?
What?
The shadow. It has. For now. Come, let's get this out of here so we can get some peace.
Yes, let's. Where to?
Just down the corridor, to the morgue.
Are there more dead men there?
You did well, Daniel. Come, let's get going.
Oh, that little ringing. Yes. The body is still stiff from rigor mortis and it can't be altered in there.
Breathing, Daniel. Do you hear me? Have you changed your mind?
Alright, let's get the vaccine going. We'll light this up. First we need to drill. Andrew broken is of no further use. The blood cannot be injected without a proper tool. So I have the whole needle and the copper tube. If I combine these, I have a syringe. And Giga Chad Daniel just injects himself. Just like that. Cool. Okay. Man, you're the coolest. You're the coolest. Oops. Okay.
You're conserving water from the spring.
Yes, it enables me to control the water in the drain sewers to some extent. Also, it can be used for all sorts of purposes.
Like for drinking.
Well, that too. But mostly to run different machines.
Ah, like water mills.
Exactly.
Man, Daniel sounds like an iPad kid in some of these flashbacks. Like he actually turned smarter after drinking the Amnesia potion. Started getting more brave with his shit. Yeah, I'll just inject myself with random ass blood. Cornball Daniel would never. Fish! I completely forgot that was a thing. Look at that little cartoon eye. It's so cute. I don't know why, but a part of me wants to think this is a reference to Red from Penumbra, the first one, Overture. Even if it may not make sense. It's like a mental connection I'm drawing. Yes, the fart gas. Okay, super time. Another pretty cool area. A bit too maze-like for my liking, but we get to see more of the brute, so that'll always be cool by me. Okay, do I remember? That has to have done it, I think. Oh man, you're the coolest. Let's stay back though. I think out of all the like big three monsters, like the Grunt, the Brute, the Sweeter, the Brute is the one that gets under my skin the most. It's just a really like, fucked up design. Cool sound design. The grunt is... I don't know, I've seen the grunt too many times, I think. I think the problem with the grunt was that it's like so overused. Sort of became the face of Amnesia, and then you get into the second half, the back half of the game. You start seeing more of the brute. And that's like a more mysterious monster because you don't really see it all that often, you know, you don't see it on YouTube video thumbnails and stuff like that. And that adds, I think, quite a bit more to it.
Daniel, turn around this instant. You are carrying the shadow with you.
A barred gate was torn down by that creature. Wait, what if I just... You can have that. And I'll go hide here. Oh, shucks, it wasn't enough. Oh yeah, and the brute breaks doors down in like 2 hits. I also believe he runs faster than you, so you cannot outrun it at all. It's just a more aggressive, more difficult monster, and I think the game super benefits from that. This entire cistern, morgue, sewer section is just me gushing over the brute. It's such a cool monster. It's way better than the little naked guys running around in Penumbra. What was it? Black Plague. Speaking of the brute, I want to blow some minds here. For ones that I haven't seen this. That's so cool. The brute's got a mangled up face. But if you look at the character model, there's like one eye on the very left of his face. So he can see you. Okay, have fun. Okay, that should be it for sewers. Except, one last thing. Scripted chase. It's a pretty intense one. No. Come on. Here we go. I want to take a good look at you. Okay, never mind. Yeah, ladder tech. He just splits his ankles.
Agrippa, I need you to stay awake. Can you feel the syringe?
No, I can't feel anything. Alexander,
Yes?
soon I won't even be able to move, will I?
Your life is safe.
I don't doubt that. But will it be worth living?
Cool character alert.
Help me. Who's the switch? Thank you. You have my gratitude. My name is Agrippa. Who might you be? Daniel? Like the prophet thrown into the lion's den? You want to stop Alexander? You worry too much. Alexander is toothless without an arm. He has one. That's not very promising at all. The sanctum is basically impenetrable. But guess why hole. It could be breached by another. But Alexander broke my oar a long time ago. Seek out the pieces of the broken oar and mend away. I believe he uses them for torture now. They practically leak madness, which is quite useful, I understand.
But for that, let's take care of this. Can I do it?
I hate to bother you,
Nice.
but if you're really going after Alexander, would you consider taking me with you? I know it sounds ridiculous. I mean, look at me. But if you find anything concerning a man named Johann Wein, would you please bring it to me? I believe he was working on a way to help me. A recipe for some sort of potion, a tonic to free me from this husk of mine.
Daniel, you have gone too far. I have to stop you. I can't let you proceed any further. I'm sorry, my friend.
Let's see if there's anything here. Besides scripted screams. My god, that's a lot of scripted screams. Yeah, I'm fine. Something is pulling the rope. Tip remains. The bone is covered in mucus. I'm sure that will be a necessary item later. Yeah. Man, coolest looking area in the game. Oh, it's so cool.
How much more, Baron? How much more am I supposed to withstand? Kill me already! Kill me!
This one, prepare him.
I want to get to low sanity while going through this area and come back up for the portrait. I want to get at least one good shot of what that looks like. Yeah. Yeah, this is where the game starts to get super gnarly. The kidnapper sat on her knees with her hands tied behind her back. She felt her hands being lifted and her body followed. Her shoulders gave way to the weight of her own body and cracked loudly. The suspended woman cried hysterically as the men contemplated their next step. Get used to this. Yeah, there it is. That looks really good. Still. Ugh. Ugh.
The cradle is ready.
Good.
You're a man! How can you partake in this?
Is he all right?
He is one of the wicked. Don't pay his lies any attention.
I'm not a bad man! It was an accident!
He set a man on fire.
It wasn't my fault! Why won't anyone listen?
That's horrible.
Of course. We are dealing with monsters here.
The arsonist kept crying as he was slowly lowered on and off the impaler. It didn't take much to break him. They had meant for him to die, but the torture was working beyond their expectations. It wasn't the method, it was the arsonist. He was different from the others. They could make him forget again. Yeah, this is the worst one. This is the worst one to me. Ugh. Jeez. Yeah. The rapist hanged upside down, his tears soiled with blood flooding from his belly. The saw between his legs had lodged itself in the hip and wouldn't move any further. The man stepped back and waited for the victim to drain. Yeah, that's just the gnarliest one to imagine out of all of these, I think. And it keeps going. This is just the first half. One of my favorite ambient pieces in the game.
The blood wards are failing. The shadow beckons, and its cry disarms my actions. Hurry. No time to spare. You have to kill another. Alexander produces a knife. He wants me to cut the flesh. Do it. Save yourself. He is a murderer, Daniel. He is evil. A cold-blooded killer. Hurry. Alexander, you must let me be. I have to concentrate. Paint the man, cut the lines, cut the flesh, watch the blood spill, let it come. Please, I didn't do anything. Paint the man, cut the lines, paint the man, cut the lines. Please, the man cries. Now you see. I did well. One life for another. You hear me, guardian of the orb? I did all this for you. Now, once more, withdraw your shadow from my domain. Alexander, there isn't much time. I can feel it. We must act swiftly. I will do whatever it takes.
I don't think I mentioned this, but the voice acting is still really good. Alexander and Daniel's voice actors, I don't know their names, they're really good.
What are my intentions, Daniel? Salvation. It used to be yours, but now you only seek misplaced revenge. How do you justify your violence? Is it for the greater good? Are you doing the world a service? It is you who caused all this pain and death. If you had accepted your fate and submitted to the orb when you first discovered it, none of this would have happened. It is curiosity in league with your selfishness that is killing us both.
There's something to be said about when a game throws you in an area and the background music is the menu music. It's just a really good feeling. The forager stood absolutely still. The casket had been closed, but a faint light made its way inside. A myriad of spikes pointed at him, glittering as they waited for his body to slip just for a moment. His knee jerked and he felt blood trickle down his leg. In pain, his head fell slightly forward. It took him a while to realize his eye had ruptured and begun to leak. I love the way you approach the torture. It's just a really, just put the visual there, don't just visualize it. Put the object and describe it. And let your imagination roam free with that thought. It's super well done. Oh yeah, this is weird. The dish is quite soft and should be possible to break open. Yeah, it's just poison gland, the gland from a poisonous mushroom. So that's like some stuff we'll need for the potion for Agrippa later, but it just feels so out of place in this game, I think. There's the brazen bowl. The traitor did not know what to think of the brass bowl as he was forced to enter it. Only when the heat of fire began to scorch his skin and cook his flesh did he realize it was to be his tomb. A scream of pain echoed inside the brass chamber and traveled through the complex instrument which was the bowl's head. Outside, the men could hear the brazen bowl below. What a good sound. It's so fucked up, but it sounds so cool. There's something about medieval torture devices that's like... It's just human ingenuity and creativity just running wild in the worst possible way. I always found those medieval torture devices to be really fascinating. The one where they put like rats on top of you and a cage, like a burning, heated up cage. And you have to eat their way through your body. How the fuck do you come up with that?
The wheel is good for keeping your victims still during the procedure. They can be bound around the circumference or simply stretched across, tying limbs to the spokes and rim. All tools are by this point useful, and you may administer the torture in any way you like. But the forte of the wheel is the gaps. When you have decided that the victim shall die, you can smash their limbs with a hammer, making them fold in between the frame.
But they'll die. Too quickly, I mean.
No, don't worry. The human body is much more resilient. They can survive for days until they finally succumb.
The murderer's limbs were tied to the spokes of the wheel. They turned the wheel slowly but with intent, so the rope secured around his leg stretched and cracked the bone. He no longer had the strength to scream. The two men looked at each other knowingly and took a hammer and struck the victim's chest in a final act of mercy. It's a heavy hammer. Yeah, it'd be more brutal if they had to deal with the HPL engine, like wonky physics in real life. That'd be even more gruesome.
Incredible. You found Vile's recipe. Then there might still be a chance. Listen carefully. Alexander is working on opening a gate, a door to another world. It's where he wants to go. If you could put your anger aside, let him open the portal before you take your revenge. Let me pass the gate, Daniel.
That's one of the endings, but it's not the one I'm gonna be going for. I'm still gonna do the virus potion tonic thing, but I will go for a different ending. Another cool area ahead, visually good looking one, but I won't be seeing much of it right now because sleep.
You had me worried. Quite frankly, I'm not sure what to do with you. I hold no grudge against you, Daniel. We are so very much the same, you and I. Did you really drink from the amnesia mixture? It does explain so much of your behavior. You never did finish what you set out to do. You talked about redemption, how you would face the orb's shadow and save our work, and me. I will grant you another chance to redeem yourself. You can wait here and stop the shadow. Thank you, friend.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm doing that. Bar, and there's something here. It's one of two ways of getting out. That hole, it looks super small, but it's enough to crawl out of. You move the bed and get up, but this is the more cinematic way. Also worth mentioning is, if I did actually stay here for, I think, like 5 minutes, somewhere in that ballpark, if I did stay there and I didn't do anything, then that'll give me a bad ending. Like, that's actually like an ending you can get here. There's a key in the pipe, but it can't be reached. Well, if only I had a iron bar that I could stick in. I didn't know that. Yeah, no, I usually use the wooden bucket here. But this is much quicker. Okay, I'll keep it in mind. Looking at the OBS window on the second monitor, the game's just clipping. The game's so loud, it's actually just clipping. Holy shit. Are we going up? Okay. This is now open. bunch of stuff here, so... What's that? That's gonna do it. There we go. As I said, I'm not gonna go for the Agrippa ending. I'm just going to do the tonic.
I thought I lost you. The castle trembled and I could hear the chancel collapse. Now, pay attention. First, beat me the tonic, and then use the sword to remove my head. As the tonic begins to work, you'll be able to cut off my head without taking my life. Then, take my head and bring it with you. As you enter the gate, Alexander is opening into inner sanctum.
Alright, friend.
Quickly, off with the head. And then, whatever happens, get me through that gate.
Yeah, he's just chilling in my inventory from now on. As I said, really cool looking area. I wish we got to see more of it. Oh, look at this European adventure game shit. The mystic barrier blocks a passage in the chancel. The pedestal has a smooth hemispherical depression at the top. And as some of Daniel's earliest journal entries mentioned, you can't just put the orb pieces together. That place is... Wasn't there a way to get there? I think there was. Wow. Look at this. That's how you do it. Oh, that was so close. But Hub Hub wins. And... Are you for real? Did I just remember this wrong? Damn it. Whatever, I got to show off some Hub Hubbing. Whatever. Picked a bucket of tar. A wooden bucket filled with sticky tar. Cool engine sound. That's gonna do it. That was almost a Final Destination scene. Put the orb together. There's some more Eurojank. Also, thank God I stocked up on so much laudanum and adenum, because I'll need quite a bit of it here.
19th of August, 1839. It's not fair. I'm not to blame. I've been manipulated by that demon. He played my guilty conscience and duped me into facing the shadow alone. That vile, conspiring man. He expects me to meet my death as he steals power beyond imagination? Alexander, I will kill you for what you have done. If only the shadow had caught me in London or Algeria, I wouldn't have to suffer this humiliation. You made me a murderer. A monster.
Yeah.
Now, I merely await my death. I am too weak to press on. I can hardly stand as my knees fail me. I cannot see as my eyes are dressed in tears. I am as broken as the men I've tortured. If only I could wipe my fear away, as we did with them.
Man, shout out to Daniel's voice actor. Okay, here's that, which deals a lot of health damage. I remember dying a couple times here. so I'm being a bit careful. Ah, I had to wait longer. That's what deals sanity damage. Okay. Okay, that's it. Just don't collapse. Just don't collapse. No! Get up, please. Whatever. Oh, I can't use all of them. I wanted to drink all of the laudanums for good luck, but I guess not.
I was wondering if you were going to show up. I see Agrippa convinced you to run some errands. Tell me, is everything nice and clear now? Am I the villain? Good and evil. Such comforting concepts, but hardly applicable. Are you so blind that you see no good in me or evil in Agrippa?
Well.
No, don't do that.
No, Daniel, don't.
I realize you doubt my intentions. Why would I take such extreme measures to save your life? Maybe I'm saving mine too.
Daniel, no. Emmanuel, don't.
Stop it, Daniel. You are ruining it. We are so close, I beg you. I'm just like you, Daniel. A prisoner of circumstance. Trapped in a world I no longer recognize. As you gain your freedom, will you deny me mine?
Yep.
We are so close. Close. No, you fool! You killed us! You killed us both!
Fuck you.
It was my greatest triumph, and I never looked back. You think I was afraid fleeing Brandenburg? Huh. Quite the contrary. I knew it was my purgatory, hellfire made to wash away my sins. There's no denying the things I've done, but I have paid my tribute. I gave them that awful man. I did the right thing.
What a good game still. It really holds up still. Yeah, as I said at the beginning of this was more so just a way to pass time until Ontos comes out next year, which ended up getting delayed, which, bummed me out a little bit, but there's still like a really good catalog of theirs to enjoy, The Dark Descent, I don't know, I love A Machine for Pigs. I know a lot of people dog on that game, but it goes hard in my opinion. Rebirth was kind of eh. That's the one I really don't care for. The Bunker, I might do one of those videos on, just because I'm itching a replay of that too. Penumbra, I replayed Overture and Black Plague last year. Soma's a bit weird. Like Soma, I think about that game's story a lot, but it's not a game that I want to revisit all that much, which sucks. There's so much to Soma that I absolutely love. It's my favorite narrative of theirs, but as a game, I don't know, I don't go back to it all that much. I think about it a lot, but that's kind of the problem with some of these games that rely so much on a story. It's, there's not much of a reason to go back to it. The Dark Descent, it's just, I wouldn't say it's a fun game, but it's nice to go back to. You know, there's more to it. Like, Soma doesn't even have an inventory system, is one thing. And The Dark Descent does. It feels more Eurojank, which is something that I really like. LKE 271. I'm sure that means something to someone out there. Who am I kidding? Of course I know what that is. It's the super secret .rar. So all of the game's endings, the 3 different endings, they have a little piece of a password down at the bottom. And if you get all 3 endings and write down the individual strings for the password, you can unlock the super secret .rar, which I'm going to do now. Yeah, here's Agrippa. Really cool piece of art. Agrippa mugshot. Here's Alexander and this tiny little old man we know. Yeah, this is what I was saying. What a fucking cool design. Oh, damn. And I think the eye that I mentioned is right here. Actually, or it might be here. I'm not sure. It's either this or that, but it looks more so like it's this here. Ah, what a cool design. Grunt early concepts. Yeah, it looks like the little jester pyromancy guy from Demon Souls a little bit. More cool designs for Grunt. The mangled up like lower jaw is so iconic. It's a little drooping like man breast. Yeah, it's so cool. I just prefer the brute more. There's the old brute. Looks a bit like the what was his name? Adjudicator from Demon Souls. I don't know why I keep referring to Demon Souls. Fish. Yeah, I think that was supposed to be the fish monster, but we never quite got that as a model. Some more fucked up imagery. It goes hard. Chancel looks so good with that blue lighting. The turquoise like lighting. The choir looks really good. It's one of those areas that I think it's a bit of a wasted potential in the final game. I think the red mist takes quite a bit away from it. I really wish there was a longer viewing distance. Look at that. They knew they had an iconic menu screen. It's so good looking. That's what I was saying. Look at the transept. It's straight up just the best looking area in the game. Bar none. Miscellaneous. Oh yeah, look. Portrait Alexander. Insane. Normal. Yeah, fuck this. Ah, fuck that one. It's so brutal. Oh, he has like a mangled foot. I never noticed. That's interesting. Look at this. The design document for the game is here too. This is, I think, the only image of Daniel that we have. I'm pretty sure that's the only image of him. That's so cool to include the design document in your game's extras. Here's that little naked penis man from Penumbra, Black Plague. That's just so cool to see. Literally anything other than Unreal Engine just puts a smile on my face. Very early test.avi. Looks a bit like that fake version of Killswitch that Tats Top Videos made for their video. Yeah, this is Penumbra. This is so Penumbra. Early alpha. Is this the one that had the placeholder monster? Oh, look at that reticle. Old Castle main hall begins slow building up atmosphere. Quests for events, characters, and obstacles. Quests are received. To begin the adventure, search for a hollow needle. Can you imagine if this is the final result that we got? Look at that little fraps counter in the corner. That's so cool. Oh, I forgot it was gonna be a mechanic in the game. Gold potions and notes are some of the items that a player can search for. Look at that completion counter. If the final game had that, I would be such a crack addict to that. I'd be just hooked on trying to find everything and maxing it out every single time. Number go up. danger increases. In the wine cellar, the player will get a first experience with other inhabitants. There he is. Hello. That's so weird to see.
Is someone there?
That is so weird. It's even the same music too. I'm not done. There is one thing left, and that is the Justine expansion. I wanted to do the proper way, but I think I might resort to just doing the custom story version, because the problem with Justine is it's a permadeath experience, and you know, usually if I'm just playing this by myself, I'll probably go that route, but because I'm recording this, it will be easier for me later if I do it this way.
Bienvenue. You are now listening to the sound of my disembodied voice. It will serve you no purpose to look for me, for this is a voice from the past. I bid you welcome to my cabinet of perturbation. It is my study of the human psyche, specifically yours. A set of recordings have been prepared to chaperone you through the chambers ahead. There are a few parts to this study, and it is up to you, not only to pass, but to figure out what elements are important. Please go on. Move into the next chamber. Just remember, they can all be saved. There is always a way.
The unique thing about Justine is not only the fact that it's a permadeath thing, because it's quite short, but also there are multiple endings, and it's this the ending, the outcome is decided by if you choose to save the trapped people in the I think 3 different chambers, which is something I want to go for. Might be a little bit hard, but we'll see. They're blind, but they can hear super well, so.
Whoever you are, if you could help me, I would be much obliged.
Justine, my love, I know I'm not as talented as Malo or as strong as Basile, but I'm certain my love is truer. Do not my scars tell you so? I will continue to cut myself as long as it pleases you. I would even kill Basile if you wish. I know you say you like it, but he is hurting you. I will trick him to consume the bromide. Poor Justine, I will help. Just ask me to help. Aloy. That's the part of reviews that I don't speak French, and I can't pronounce French names. So as I said, there's multiple ways through these chambers. It's either by taking a shortcut of killing the individual, or going the hard way. In which case, I can either pull the lever and kill this guy with the Saw 5 spike, or I can spend like 30 minutes stacking these boxes to get up there. So that's what I'm going to do. One sneeze and my stack is gone. Better be careful with that. Please. Damn it! As you very well know, the chief of police in Calais has turned down my request to pursue Justine Florbel for stealing my son away. Ever since their affair started, Aloy, my son, has forsaken his duties to his family and failed to pursue his career. Since the law seems unable to find a crime within the realm of Mademoiselle Justine's actions, I will ask it to receive Dr. Victor Fournier's later? I think it's supposed to say letter. A letter this week. Yeah, my heart stopped beating for a second. That would have been very frustrating if it just fell over. Yeah, just go that way. Yeah, I fucking knew it. I knew I was missing something. I haven't played Justine as much as the base game, so... yeah, just keep walking. That's fine. Let's see if I can do this again. Oh my god, that was good enough. Okay. Travesty at the Conservatory. Many Parisians had gathered last night to enjoy the performance of violin virtuoso Malo de Vigny. It was to be the grand premiere of several new arrangements of songs by fellow composer Georges Bizet, but the evening took an unexpected turn. Young Malo de Vigny turned up visibly intoxicated. His violin cried as the bow was jerked across the strings. The audience seemed forgiving at first, but started to boo the man off stage as he defecated the beloved song La Rose et la Belle. Yeah, I'll go with that. I'm not French. The stress apparently got to the best of the young musician as he threw his bow into the audience and finally collapsed. Mademoiselle Justine Flaubert, who was, according to the rumors, romantically involved with Monsieur de Vigny, looked quite amused by the event and had two of her friends, Basile Giroux and Aloy Rossien, carrying him off the stage. The evening was saved by other musicians at the conservatory who was able to perform these typos are breaking my brain. A most delightful impromptu concerto in Malo de Vigny's absence. The audience showered their saviors with praise and calls for encore were awarded with spectacular pieces by both Offenbach and Chopin. Yeah, so she's just fucking around with these three guys.
Congratulations for coming this far. I'm so excited for you. I do hope you managed to save Monsieur Fournier.
I did.
He was a friend and a colleague of my papa, you know. Friendly fellow, a real bon garçon, but frail of mind. He puts up an impressive front, but it is all an act, I assure you. Please, go on. We are just getting started. On this next piece, you should be looking for some divine inspiration. Time to delve into your spiritual side. What do you see? Is the man begging for mercy, or is he being blessed? Perhaps both. Father used to say there were no right answers. Have the light guide you.
The tests have been going well. The most long-term and in a sense the most promising one is the light box. Having Justine choose a slide, essentially a mood for every day, is a great way to see the larger overall development of her mind. She definitely reads things into the slides I had not foreseen. Her remarkable imagination turns the characters into just about anything, and she's able to effortlessly reduce all her experiences into one of the 4 character slides. I'm running out of breath. Should slow down. Using the puzzle lock has proven more difficult as she tends to always choose 2 slides with characters facing the same way. I have asked her why this is, but she doesn't seem to fully understand what I am asking.
Who are you? Who's there? You'll burn for this. You'll burn for this.
Here's a young Justine. Here's a penis man.
Sick, twisted child.
There's a grown-up Justine. And here's a guy I don't remember. I think it's probably her father. Slide 4. A frame stencil with a silhouette of a man. Well, all of them say that. Should probably stop reading that then. So, journal entries. Justine, age 8. Today I played outside with Clarice. We saw a bird pick at a snail. It carried it off and landed on a lawn fence. The snail had a shell and it cracked. Clarice cried and I comforted her. The new maid heard us and came out and scolded Clarice for playing with me. The bird took off into the air. Today I was the one with open arms. Justine, age 9. Today I played with the slides from Father's light box. Above all, I like the man standing up to the right. Father asked why. I said he sees things he likes. He see things he likes. Okay. I guess we'll roll with that. Today I was the right one. Justine, age 10. Father said I picked the wrong slide yesterday when I made the chambermaid cry. He wanted me to pick the one with the sword while I picked the man on the right. I never picked the one with the sword. Today I was the one kneeling. Justine, age 11. Today Father came for me in my room. I still couldn't look him in the eyes. He said I shouldn't feel ashamed and that I only try to fill the void left by Mother. When he wasn't looking, I took the star stone from his collection. Today I was the one with the sword. And there's that light box. Slide 1. 2. Slide 3. Slide 4. And I don't remember how to do this puzzle. Like I said, I've barely played Justine. I played it a couple times, but I don't remember much in terms of this puzzle. I do remember there being a secret note around here somewhere. I just need to find where it is. Oh, there it is. Shipment slip. Congratulations on your fine purchase. The Lumina projection box with accompanying puzzle lock is the pride of our company and our greatest seller. Having earned your patronage, we would like to share with you privileged insight on our newest workings, the Span Space device. This new machine is unlike anything you've ever witnessed. Come and visit our testing facilities and try our state-of-the-art inventions in a safe environment. Please write your name and address on the back of the slip and mail it back to us. AS Incorporated, Boston, Massachusetts. Yes, that is a Portal reference in Amnesia. Make of that what you will. I really hope that does it.
Look out for Justine. That's Stephen. She may still be close.
Cool, I did it.
I wonder, is Father David with his god now? Maybe you helped him there. Don't you worry. I'm sure he didn't have a family. He probably wasn't even all that well liked. With the current political climate, I'm surprised someone hasn't killed him already. We can't all be saved. Some don't even want to be saved. Yes, that is a comforting thought. Saves us from trying.
This will do. Cool. That's enough of that. I want to get a bit of that chase music. This one is the reason why I wanted to use the softcore, like custom story version of Justine.
I'm sure you have figured out how it all works by now. Are you enjoying my quips? I think they are quite clever. Not that I was ever much of a conversationalist. Poetry has always been my forte. But I digress. You should press on. It will all be over soon. Also, the police are here. Maybe they can help you.
Yeah, this one's much harder because of the water. God damn. Really? Really? Yeah, I need to carry this around. Come on. Oh, fuck. Okay. Go, 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 go. Dude. That's gotta do it. Oh my fucking god, just go. Holy shit, okay. Yeah, that was way more intense than I remember it being.
Inspector Moreau, are you still with us? I'm looking forward to see if you managed to save him or not.
I did.
I know very little about him, but surely he had a family. Don't you think? Poor, poor, fatherless children. But he falls on his own sword. His kind is not meant to come for people like me. Laws are made for cretins. The aristocracy doesn't need to know right from wrong. We are always right.
What a bitch. What was Mother like? She was the most beautiful creature ever to grace this world. I can't remember what she looked like, no matter how hard I try. Her beauty was blinding, Justine. We could never dare to change such memory to our minds. It would be too much to bear. More cool art.
triumphed, conquered my cabinet. I wish I could tell you how you did, but alas, this is a recording. You will have to figure it out all by yourself. Did anyone survive? The doctor? The priest? Or perhaps the policeman? Who was allowed to live? Why? You should really reflect on these past events and consider what they meant to you, what you have learned about your true nature. Father never knew me. He thought he did, but then he was frightened. And nothing was ever the same again. I can still see him, lying there on the floor. He looked so surprised. The star-shaped soapstone stained by his blood fell to the floor with a sonorous thud. Blame me not, for I was but a child. With careful ambition, I dare to smile. Rest in peace, Papa. And so it comes to an end. Now that you have seen what you truly are, you are able to go on and face eternity without fear, without doubt.
What? I guess I'll just stand here and wait.
This was the best one yet. So elaborate. It's just too much.
Well done, child. God be praised. You have saved us, child. Open the door. Hey, you! Almost free. Come on, get us out of here!
It's already locked, but you can never be too certain. I really should keep this door locked.
Mademoiselle Justine, are you down there? Is everything all right?
Of course, Clarice, I'm quite all right. Is everything ready for tonight?
Yes, the goose is ready any minute now. The guests should be arriving within the hour.
Clarice, I know it's a busy day, but make sure to post this letter for me, okay?
Certainly, Mademoiselle Justine. Urgent, is it?
Not really. It's already years late. I just thought they should know. I'm still alive.
Yeah, that was a neat little DLC. And I believe it was also just a free update at one point. Not much there to say, but yeah, I like the sweaters as an enemy design. I like the concept of this. I don't know how I feel about the story all too much, but whatever, it's more Amnesia. Who gives a shit? I've played way more terrible custom stories, which I would love to go back to some of those, you know, replay like what was popular back in the day. La Casa was a really popular one. I remember Dark Room was the one that had like Trollface and Young Cat and Pedo Bear and all that sort of shit. What else? I don't know, there's like a bunch of custom stories that I want to play. I don't know. I guess I'll do it someday. But as it is, I'm just happy to have replayed this.